Okay, here's something I picked up at the flea market yesterday. This is around a 1958 Zenith Cobra-Matic portable hi-fi record player and AM radio combination. This is a tube type unit. It uses about I'd say an 8-inch speaker with a couple of electrostatic tweeters. We have our bass and treble control, on-off volume and function, and tuning. The radio seems to be demonstrating a little bit of a problem. Let's see.
How's if I'd like to?
Well, I think I'd like to right now. We have a mess.
Well, you hear it coming and going. It's kind of a weird problem. It comes up full blast and then suddenly fades out to nothing. Kind of a weird problem. And by the way, this is, I believe, a 6-tube set. It uses a selenium rectifier and two 35C5 output tubes and push-pull. Alright, let's try the phonograph. You can see this uses the Zenith Cobra-Matic record changer that's built by VM. The cartridge is about shot, so I'm using a stack of fairly worn records to demonstrate this, but I have another cartridge on the way. This uses one of those plug-in PowerPoint style cartridges. Electro-Voice 56, I believe, is the number. And I just happen to have this brand new 45 RPM adapter in my stash. This record changer actually seems to be working as it should, so I don't believe there's going to be much that needs to be done to that. Generally, my rule on record changers is if it works, I pretty much leave them alone.
Oh, the sun's gonna shine in my life once more. Love's gonna... Talking to the kids and the bicycle riders. Talking to the hippies and the Watergate hiders. Talking to...
try a 33 album now. And now a couple of 78s.
The news is out all over town that you
yeah, the record changer appears to be pretty much working as it should. Now, when I found this unit, this whole hunk of wood was missing, but fortunately, yeah, miracles still happen sometimes. The broken out piece of wood was laying inside of the record player, so I was able to glue it back in place as best I could, although I've still got a little trimming up to do, and I want to try to make this look a little better. And I need to clean the cabinet, but other than that bad spot right here, the rest of it doesn't look too bad. And as you can tell, the record changer seems to be working okay, except for needing a new needle. But we need to overhaul the chassis and figure out why the radio is not performing right. And there's the chassis, although you can't see it very well, but would you believe not an original Zenith tube left in here? Every tube has been replaced at some point in time. Okay, there you go, the first look at the 1957 or 58 Zenith Cobra-Matic record player. We'll do another video in the near future on the repair of this unit. Okay, thanks for watching, and more to come later. Okay, here we are with the chassis on the workbench, getting ready to replace some of these old wax capacitors. I already have two of them taken loose here. And I can tell you they're all probably going to be leaky, which we will demonstrate on the capacitor tester here shortly. But I can promise you the leakiest one of all will most likely be this bumblebee cap back here. And you can see it has a nice big blue selenium rectifier, which I may or may not replace depending on what kind of mood I'm in when I get around to replacing it, or should I say get around to addressing that particular device. I might just leave it in here along with the electrolytic filter capacitor because it seems to be good. Okay, testing the old capacitors on the capacitor tester, and these paper caps seem to be in pretty good shape, surprisingly. This bumblebee cap showed some leakage, but not as bad as what I figured it would. We're now testing this 12 microfarad 150 volt capacitor, and really the only problem I see with it is it has a high power factor rating. That's ESR in today's terms. We're up at about 22-23% power factor, which is pretty high. However, our leakage test is not that bad.
The words
kind.
Okay, we have reception now that's not coming and going, but it's still so weak that I have to have the volume. Oh, well, it is coming and going, excuse me. But we're about out of time for this video, so you're going to have to wait on next time for us to figure out what's actually causing the problem. I know that's going to be hard to do, but I'll try not to leave you waiting too long. Okay, there you go. Thanks for watching, and more to come later.
Hear about this today? What they did?
Wiggle these.
Black Friday comes early as computer
This could be the trouble right here.
In some Walmart stores, customers emptied shelves like it was Black Friday, while in others no one could buy anything, all thanks to a weekend of glitches with the nation's welfare system. You want to hear what happened? Problems involving the EBT cards, electronic benefits transfer cards, which are the government handouts to poor voters to make them vote for Obama, which are administered by states with the help of private companies, plagued at least 17 states. So what happened? The welfare recipients couldn't use their cards in some cases, but in certain stores, the cards registered no spending limits. So what did the welfare leeches do? They have an electronics benefit transfer card. The card registers no spending limits.
Okay, we'll look into this in the next video.